can't even articulate how much like basketball history happened here.
I called on Glenn Harding, better known in these parts as Pooh, a veritable pulpit-pounding preacher of the NYC hoops gospel who starred at Powerhouse Lincoln High School in Brooklyn and later in college for Fairleigh Dickinson. Glenn hosts a podcast called Basketball Heads that chronicles and preserves all of that lore. I figured he was the person to guide me towards the light.
The style of play, I think when you have so many people in such a condensed area, everybody's challenging to see who's number one. Right? So we have particular games like 21, right? When it's like one guy gets like 7 guys. So when, you're playing against 7 guys, you have to find creative ways to score. So when we talk about like great point guards and great, guys with great handles, that's what a lot of those things evolve from. So I think that's what makes us a little bit special, our style of play.
That style has produced a certain type of player that has proven to be hugely influential within the sport.
If you look at New York City basketball, like Tiny Archibald kind of revolutionized the way we played, right? You had Bob Cousy, Lenny Wilkins, right? And then Tiny comes. But then 20 years later, you have Pearl Washington, and there's like this explosion of basketball as far as point guards happening in New York City.
There is sort of a checklist thing in your credibility as a player. Doesn't matter if you've won rings. There's another level to it. Why is that? And like, what are the guys that have like risen to the challenge in your opinion?
Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, Baron Davis. Like when these guys come out to Rutgers, nobody cares what you did in the NBA. If there's no come down and try to play team basketball, people came to see you, and you better show up and give us a reason why we came to see you.
The Rucker is a key bullet point in the legacy of a player. If you come here and show out, you enter a special echelon that carries with it a lifetime of credibility and respect. No doubt about it, Glenn is a keeper of the flame for this place, and one of his core passion projects is the revitalization of a community court called Brevoort. This was a place where young players could find quality runs at night with some assurance that they would be safe. Its reputation swelled and attracted some legendary names like Fly Williams, Albert King, and Bernard King. But over the decades, the court fell into disrepair and stopped getting mentioned with New York's landmark spots. Glenn wants to course correct that misstep and bring it back to relevance.
We all work together now, and a few other people in the community came together to bring the tournament back.
Renewal and rebirth, boundless possibilities going forward. You really do love to see it.
I wanted to ask you guys, being from here, Brooklyn, New Jersey Nets moved to Brooklyn. Is there any chance Brooklyn Nets are ever going to penetrate the circle here?
It's hard.
Are they always going to be this little brother?
They're always going to be little brother. It's always going to be little brother.
Ready? Yeah. You have just stepped into the world of